Good evening and welcome to Rockland High School's Back to School Night and the 2020-21 school year, a year like no other. My name is Davis Stewart, and it is an honor to serve as the principal of such an outstanding institution with dedicated staff, students, and community members that make it successful. Having invested in our community for over 25 years, I can honestly say that we are truly all in this together, and this is more true now than ever. There is a special responsibility and investment of living in such a tight-knit community, and RHS has been the exemplar of community involvement. We know that our community needs RHS to be a safe and stable place for our students and families, and that is one of our primary goals for this year. The purpose of tonight's video and Back to School Night is to provide you with information about your students, teachers, and classes, general information regarding hybrid schedules, learning expectations, and asynchronous learning, navigating campus, breaks and lunches, and classroom safety measures. You will hear from my fellow administrators, teachers, counselors, and students demonstrating some of these topics with an emphasis on making sure our students and staff are safe while here at Rockland High School. Rockland High School is committed to making sure that all students who attend our school are safe, and this includes their physical and social emotional well-being. It is only by establishing this fundamental baseline that we can ensure that all students, regardless of race, ethnicity, religion, ability, gender, and/or socioeconomic status, can fulfill their highest potential. We do not accept intolerance of others, and it is here that we need our students and school community's help. So if you hear something or see something, then say something. Planning for this school year at Rockland High School during a global pandemic is something that no other generation has ever done before, and we believe that through the effort of students, staff, and parents, we can overcome these challenges. We are committed to your students' success, as our success is directly tied to theirs. And as we move into our 28th year, this partnership has proven itself time and time again. RHS is consistently being rated at the top or in the top high schools in the greater Sacramento area, in the state, and in our nation. We are very aware that much of our accomplishments are due to the tremendous family and community support. We have every intention of keeping this tradition alive, and we welcome your input and feedback in ways we can improve. We are Rockland, ladies and gentlemen, and we are all in this together. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you enjoy the evening and have a great school year. We'll see you around.
Students will be returning to the RHS campus starting on September 21st in a hybrid learning model. Students have been divided into two groups, A and B, to allow us to comply with physical distancing guidelines. We have updated our bell schedule for the hybrid learning model. There are several changes to our bell schedule that merit highlighting. On Mondays, school is in session from 7:45 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Social emotional learning will be incorporated into second period. Students will be assigned first or second brunch based on their third period teacher's last name. On Tuesdays through Fridays, school is in session from 7:45 a.m. to 1:40 p.m. Intervention time from our traditional plus period is integrated into each class period. Students will be assigned first or second lunch based on their third period teacher's last name. And in the afternoons, teachers will hold office hours from 2:40 to 3:05 p.m. In our hybrid schedule, students will have on-campus days and off-campus days. During their on-campus days, students will participate in synchronous learning, meaning they will be in class with their teacher and half of the students enrolled in each class. Teachers will be prioritizing the most essential instructional strategies and activities that will allow students to demonstrate their learning. To prepare for their on-campus days, students will be engaged in asynchronous learning on their off-campus days. While at home, students will check in with their second period teacher each day at 8:55 a.m. on Mondays and 9:10 a.m. Tuesdays through Fridays. This check-in on off-campus days is mandatory. Students will be participating in learning experiences for a minimum of 60 minutes per class. Participation and engagement will include reading, listening, watching videos and/or screencasts created by their teachers, online activities, and independent practice of skills.
Hi, I'm Mike Pappas. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Rockland High School. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of our health and safety guidelines during the hybrid model. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about right now is coming to visit our campus and making sure that you come to the front office. So what you'll notice when you come to the front office is that there's an entrance in and a specific entrance out. Like all buildings on campus, please make sure that you're wearing a mask when you enter inside. So what you'll do is you'll see our receptionist, Ms. Stromar, and if you're here for any type of school business, there's going to be a wellness check that you're going to fill out as well as a temperature check. Please also know that during this time, we will not be having any food drop-offs in the front office. So thank you for understanding. All right, so here we are in the main office building. If you have any business, please make sure you come to the main office first. You'll notice when you come in through the door that there's an enter in and then an exit out. If you're coming to visit for any reason, if you have a meeting on campus or something along those lines, we will make sure that we have a wellness check and a temperature check that you'll be subject to. Additionally, in years past, some folks have come by to drop off food here in the main office. Due to our current situation, we're having to stop that at this time, so there'll be no food drop-offs here in the main office. Thank you. All right, so what you'll notice is that on campus there's going to be certain buildings that will have one-way entries and one-way exits. And one of those buildings is our assistant principal's office, which also leads into our counseling office. So as you notice, you'll see this is the entrance in right here. You'll always see that it says enter only, and then you'll go through this building to see either the assistant principals. You'll head to the right if you're going to go to the counselors. You'll head to the left if you're going to the discipline office, and always stay to the left to exit the building. Follow me, we'll come on in. So what you'll see here, we have the assistant principal's office here on the left, and we're just going to follow the arrows going down this way right here. And then at this point, you can either go right to the counseling office or go left to the discipline office. And then the exit out of this building will be directly to the left here. So we have the counseling office over here, discipline office, and then this is the exit out. And once again, you'll see the arrows that will show you where to go. So this is our new health office. It's now located in our V building, which is across the street from the main campus. Generally in the past, the health office has been in the main admin building, but just to better accommodate our students, we've moved it out here. Now, what we ask is that if you're exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19, or if you're just sick in general, that you make sure and stay home. If a student comes to school and they're exhibiting any symptoms, we're going to ask that they come to the health office. We're most likely going to have you come and pick them up.
I'm Mark Douglas. I am one of the assistant principals on campus. I work with our class of 2022, and today I'll be talking to you about three things. The general arrival on campus and going through the hallways, our classrooms, and then our break time and lunchtime. Once you arrive on campus in the morning, social distancing guidelines and masks are going to be enforced at all times. We ask that students, once you get out of your car or once you get dropped off, put your mask on right away, and then be mindful as you are hanging out with each other or moving to class and from class that you're just paying attention to the directions as well as social distancing as you move. See from the time that you arrive on campus that we have arrows on the ground and spots on the sidewalks and the seating areas to help you with being aware of the social distancing expectations as well as which side of the walkway you should be on as you move through each area. Please be aware that refusal to wear a mask during the day means that you will be removed from campus, and the removal from campus will end up with absences, and at that point those are not excused absences, and we will be working with you according to what the offense is as far as assigning discipline so that we may reinforce the behaviors that we're looking for in order to be safe on campus with everybody here. Our classrooms have been set up to practice social distancing within the classroom space. So every classroom will be different, but you will see that there are blue X's on some of the desks, and those are the ones that are marked that students should not be seated in. They should be used for students to set their belongings or to spread out on the tabletop, but the seating is on the open side. Masks are still required in the classroom, even if you're sitting in your desk. Since we're in the classrooms for more than 15 minutes at a time, and there will be movement within the class, all students will be required to wear their mask for the full time while you are in there. Each classroom has been set up with a spray bottle and paper towels for cleaning surfaces upon arrival or after you have used the classroom facilities. And in addition, we have sanitizing stations in every room. When it comes to your time out at break and lunch, we first want to remind you that there are no food drop-offs until further notice. So you need to either plan ahead and bring your lunch and snack items with you, or you need to get your food here at the lunch lane area. If it's a situation where you do not have the money on your account or brought food with you, we want to make sure you have food and that you're not hungry during the day. We will worry about the cost factor later. As you look down at our serving area, please know that we're serving outside only. We will not have the inside lines going for the cafeteria. So please pay attention to the social distancing expectations while you're standing in line and once you've gotten your food. When you are outside in the amphitheater or in the hallways, we ask you to wear a mask at all times unless you are sitting down and eating. Once the bell rings and you are on your way to class after break or after lunch, we want to make sure that the hallways are clear for people moving either one way or the other according to the arrows. If you are grouped up and standing under the eaves or in a hall moving area, once the bell rings, you need to start moving to class.
Hi, Rockland High School families, and welcome to our first ever virtual back to school night. I am Lori Hodge. I am one of the counselors here at Rockland High School, and I started with the freshman class, and when Miss Myers left, I am now going to be taking over the junior class, the class of 2022. I'm going to go ahead and let my colleagues come and introduce themselves.
Hi parents, welcome. I'm Lissa Morgan, and I have the seniors, class of 2021.
Hello everyone, my name's Tim Worth and I am the counselor for the class of 2023.
Okay, and I'm back. I wanted to introduce you to two more people that we are going to have in our counseling department. The first is our new counselor that we just hired. Her name is Sydney King. She is not with us tonight, but she is going to be joining our staff in a couple of days, and she will be taking over the freshman class, the class of 2024. But in the meantime, until she does put out that welcome letter and introduce herself to you, you can feel free to keep emailing me or any of the counseling staff, and we will be happy to assist you. Lastly, I'd like to introduce you to our secretary, Miss Follis. She's amazing, and she is your first point of contact in the counseling department. So feel free to reach out to her if there's anything that you need. All right, the next thing is going to be, here is all of our contact information. You can see that we have our emails listed, and this information can also be found on the Rockland High School website.
Okay, I want to go over our communication protocol. Here at Rockland High School, we really believe in helping students to advocate for themselves, and this is a great place for this to take place. Oftentimes when a student has an issue with the teacher, they'll go to the parent, they'll come to the counselor right away. We are going to redirect that student to try to reach out and resolve the issue with the teacher. This is a step that's very helpful for them. And if things are not resolved, then we are certainly there to support and help the student resolve the issues as they move forward. So, and then you can see the other steps if things are not resolved, how we would go through the process. But I want to make everybody aware of this, and we can work together on these things.
Okay, next up I'm going to be reviewing the graduation requirements. You can see that it is broken down by subject area and how many credits required for graduation. I would like to point out that students need to get through integrated math 2, and then in regards to college admissions requirements, Rockland High School requirements are very closely aligned. So the biggest difference is that in order to be eligible for college, students need to get through integrated math 3, as well as a second level of a world language. So they are on that track. The best resource that you can research with guidance in planning is the academic planning guide, and that is found on our counseling website. That has a detailed course description of every single class that we offer, and then it's broken down by subject area as well. So it coincides with the chart you're seeing in front of you. And then we use the academic planning guide immensely during the spring term when we are working with students for the registration process. So it's something that students will become very familiar with in the planning process. And that is in addition to going out and doing classroom presentations at each grade level and then meeting with each student individually to provide guidance to meet their post-secondary goals.
Okay, I'm going to review our grading system here at Rockland High. We give letter grade of A, B, or C. We have no D's or F's. If a student does not pass a class, they will earn the no credit. And that will need to be addressed through remediation, and we'll work with your student through the counseling department on that. The no mark grade is something that your student could earn during the semester or during a progress report. And any time you see that your student has a no mark, then they need to be reaching out to their teacher and make sure they take care of it before the end of the semester so it does not turn into a no credit.
Okay, parents, now I would like to talk to you about some supports that we have here at Rockland High School. The first thing I will discuss is mental health supports. So if you are concerned that your student is going through a difficult time, or if there's any red flags that may lead you to think that they could be struggling with some mental health issues, we would encourage that you talk with them first and see if there's any help or support that you can offer them. Another thing is that you could consult with their primary care physician, and that's just if you feel like that's a necessary step, you can always do that. And then we would ask that you please inform us, any of the high school counselors for your student, of the struggles that they're having so that we can offer some on-campus support for students and reach out to them as well. And then we can put in referrals and give you additional resources for local community agencies and other counseling centers that you could take your student to. Okay, if your student is struggling academically, there are some academic supports that we have. So the first thing is that we would encourage your student, and if you would like to as well, to reach out to the teacher and see if there's any additional supports that they have. There's two things that we have on campus that are available every day that could be really beneficial. One is Plus Period. So that is offered every day and it's rotating, and your student can go to a class that they're struggling with. They might have a no mark in, or that they are just really having a hard time with the concepts or need it retaught. You can definitely send them to Plus Period and they can check in with their teacher directly. Another thing is going to be teacher office hours. All the teachers have office hours daily. You can reach out to the teacher and see when they have those office hours, either before school, after school, or at lunch, or they may have all three of those options available and your student could go to them for help. As far as how counseling can help support you is that if your student is struggling academically, you can consult with us and we can offer some additional supports and other tips and tricks that we might have that could help support your student. And then we will be having peer counselors available in the spring term to do check-ins, grade checks, and offer some academic supports through them. And we will have tutoring available as well, but the details for that will be coming soon. All right, and then we're going to be offering counseling appointments while we're back on campus. Students can choose to have a virtual appointment via Zoom or Google Meet, or we can have an in-person appointment with your student. And we are going to be creating a new protocol for an online system where they can sign up for a counseling appointment to have a one-on-one session with your high school counselor, and we will be releasing that information very soon.
Okay, I'm going to introduce you to another wonderful resource we have on campus, and that's our College and Career Center. So Ms. Lund and Ms. Tillery are in the College and Career Center daily offering a ton of different resources for our students. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over to their website, which you can access through the counseling link on our main school site, just so I can share with you some of the different things that they have. So if you scroll down towards the bottom of their page, in the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you'll see upcoming events. So you can notice next Tuesday, they have 3 different representatives from different colleges going to speak. And again, these are going to be virtually right now, but eventually they may be back on campus in the College and Career Center. But that gives you a good view of the different things that are coming up. And then she also hosts a ton of different workshops. So if you go to upcoming events on her left-hand side with the planning, you will see exactly what those are. And they are specific to different topics. So most right now are going to apply to seniors with the college application process. So if you scroll down, you'll see her on-demand workshops. Those are well underway right now. And then you can also see the live webinar and drop-in events that she has as well. So students can just click on the event to register, and then they will receive the link to log in on the given day. And then students can also, and parents can also schedule meetings in the College and Career Center. So if you click on that meeting link, that will bring you up to Miss Tillery's calendar and provide you with the opportunity to make a meeting with her for whatever date works for your schedule. But I would encourage your student to get very familiar with the College and Career Center. It's located near the library in the center of campus, and there is just a wealth of resources in there, regardless of what your student may be thinking they are going to do after high school. Community college, four-year college, straight into the career field, military. She has a ton of different resources available for kids, and definitely a good place for your student to familiarize themselves with. Okay, so that concludes our presentation for the evening. We know you have a lot ahead of you tonight and wanted to keep that short and sweet with information. You obviously are welcome to contact any of us anytime that you need. We are here to support both you and your students in any way that we can. I know this has been a difficult and challenging time for all of us, so we are very excited to get students back on campus. We've missed those connections and can't wait to support them any way possible. Have a great night.
Greetings from the Rockland High School Parent Club. My name is Lindsay Erickson. I am a Rockland High School alumni and currently the Parent Club President. Fun fact, my daughter, who's a sophomore here, currently has 2 of the teachers I had when I was here. I love our teachers. I know so many of you are also deeply connected to Rockland High and our community, and others are just getting started. It is a great place to be, and we hope you feel welcome. I am thankful to have a wonderful board that is dedicated to the work we do. Our mission is to invest in student wellness, enhance educational programs, and supplement classroom needs through community outreach and fundraising. We strive to increase communication between parents, students, faculty, administration, and the Rockland community. Your support is needed more than ever. We would love to have the financial resources to assist teachers with their evolving needs and enhance the learning environment and experience for your students. You can be confident that your donations go to a good cause. Last year, we were able to revamp the Teachers Lounge, donate 1,000 reams of paper to the school, get new club chairs for broadcasting, purchase smart software for math, purchase supplies for student mock interviews, and coordinate with SunPark Dental with their generous donation to install new tables in the student quad area. We are now in the process of updating the marquee that will be ready to welcome the students back on campus. So please consider becoming a member of Parent Club. As a starting goal, if just 25% of our families donated at the $25 level, we would have over $12,000 to put into our classrooms and towards campus improvements. That would be fabulous. If you donate at the $125 level, you can choose to get your personalized name engraving on the memorial stone or a personalized Thunder Alley brick. Please visit our website, rhsparentclub.net, and find the Membership Donate tab to sign up. This will take just a couple minutes of your time. Another way you can support our school is with our upcoming Chipotle fundraiser. They will donate 33% of proceeds to our school. Tuesday, September 22nd, join us from 5 to 9 p.m. Tell your friends. Be sure to show our flyer or use our code when ordering online. We wish you all the best as you continue on with this school year. May we all spread positivity. Your students are working hard and doing a great job. Please also take the time to thank all of the wonderful teachers that we have here on campus.